What up, guys? Ed Kennedy here. It is Thanksgiving week. We're just a few days away from Thanksgiving, and then we have Black Friday and the Thanksgiving weekend. So there's a lot of opportunities to get caught up in everything that needs to get done this week, and then we'll be right into the holiday season, into Christmas. So before you know it, just like that, the year is going to be over. So I want to talk to you today about reflecting on 2019 and starting that process now so you can make any course corrections between now and the end of the year, and so that you go into 2020 with a clean slate, wiping everything clean and feeling ready to make new and bigger promises based off of what you accomplished this year. So I have a couple of questions that I always look through and work through around this time of year to really take inventory of what's happened, what hasn't happened, and how do I feel about what I've accomplished. So if you can remember all the way back to January of 2019, you probably had some big goals in mind. You had some big ideas for what was going to happen in your work, with your money, in relationships, vacations you were going to take, places you were going to go, people you're going to spend more time with. And the fact of the matter is that those things have either happened or they have not happened. Anything else you say about it is really just an interpretation or a story. So the goal here is to get complete, to close the book, to start to turn the chapter towards the next page that's blank and ready for you to create anything without bleeding in ideas or self-limiting beliefs from the past. So I have a couple of quick questions that I suggest you work through to allow yourself to take an inventory of what's happened this year so far. So the first question is, in January of 2019, what did you intend to accomplish? So the first question you're going to look at is, what did you intend to accomplish this year? Did you have a goal to lose weight? Did you have a goal to get a new job or to get a promotion? Did you have a mission to increase your income or to put more money into your savings account? Did you have a goal to get into a new relationship or enhance the relationship you're in? So take a moment and just write down or think about, what did you intend to accomplish? And don't leave anything off the list that hasn't happened or didn't go the way you wanted. If you intended it, make sure you make note of that. Now, once you've written that down and captured that, you want to now be honest and just tell the truth, what actually happened. Now, this is answering two parts. One is, what actually happened with respect to your intentions? Did you accomplish them? Did you not accomplish them? How much of the goal did you achieve? If you wanted to lose 20 pounds, did you lose 10? Did you lose 2? Write that down and just acknowledge what you've accomplished in reality. There may also be things that you accomplished that you didn't intend to accomplish that are worth noting. Surprises and unexpected results that you never really had intended to accomplish, but are now actually part of your life. You're now living it. It's important to also include that. That's the second part. Unexpected surprises, happy accidents, things that happened that you didn't expect. You also want to note things that happened that perhaps aren't so good. They're not necessarily great news, but they did actually happen. If you're in any state of denial about what has happened in your life this year, you're not going to have as much power when it comes to creating your next year and setting new goals. So once you've answered those two questions, what did you set out to accomplish and what did you actually accomplish, then you can actually reflect on what has happened. So one of the other questions that you should ask yourself is, how do you feel about what you've actually accomplished in comparison to your intentions? Is there anything that is the most fantastic and awesome thing that's happened this year with respect to you fulfilling your intentions? Did you actually reach that income goal? Did you get into a new relationship? Have you gotten healthier and in better shape? So you want to acknowledge and take a step back and take a moment to acknowledge the accomplishments that you have actually achieved, even if they weren't your original intentions. What have been the best things that have happened to you this year? Now, the next question is the opposite of that. What are the things that you're disappointed about? What did you really, really want to happen or hoped would happen, but didn't happen? It didn't end up turning out. You want to be honest and just tell the truth. What have you accomplished? What have you not accomplished? What are you proud of? And where do you have disappointments? If you do both of these things, you're going to be able to create some space, some mental space to actually start preparing yourself for 2020. Now, the year is not over yet, so there is plenty of time to still achieve your goals. And that leads me to the last question. You want to ask yourself, what is next? What is next for the rest of the year that I want to continue to work on? There's several weeks left in this year, and oftentimes a lot of things finally come together at the end of the year, at the end of a cycle, so you can actually take ground. So if you did have a goal for losing weight, the game is not over. This is like your timeout in the locker room for a quick huddle. You can still get back out on the court and take care of your body. You can set those goals for increasing your income and still work towards them. You can get into a new relationship that could be the best relationship you've ever had. All of these things are still possible if you allow yourself just to hit the reset button, tell the truth about where you are, and move on from there. I also recommend to my clients to reflect on what are the actions or behaviors that have led to the positive results, and what are the actions or behaviors that have led to the disappointments. What can you own? Circumstances are going to come up. Things are going to happen. Life is going to hit you. But how did you react? How did you become an active participant in your life? And have you actually taken credit for the positive behaviors that are working and taken responsibility for the negative behaviors that are leading you to not produce the results you want? So there you have a quick little self-diagnosis, a quick inventory that you can take to prepare yourself for the next year. In a later video, I'll come back and share some recommendations for how you create the next year and think big, but plan accurately. So look out for that video, and I'll see you soon. Aho.